Okay, it's Saturday the 9th of October. I'm stood outside the Jubilee Library in Brighton. Today there's going to be a concert of global music by our friends Best Foot Music. So let's go and have a look inside and see what's going on.
Welcome to Refugee Radio.
All right, we're stood outside the Jubilee Library on an unusually sunny day here in Brighton, and I'm with one of the organisers of the event, Phil. Phil, how are you doing?
Hi, Steve, and hello, listening people. Yeah, I mean, it's a really nice sunny day. I'm really excited about the music. It's the first gig we've organised in 2 years, and the musicians are all local, and they're all really nice people. So, fingers crossed.
Yeah, brilliant. Well, who are we going to hear today?
So, we've got Bashir Al-Gamar, who's originally from Sudan, and he writes his own poetry and his own songs as well, and he's quite a well-known figure in Sudan. He's great. Then we've got Kurosh and his friend. They're playing for their first time together, a gig in Brighton kind of thing. Kurdish Iranian duo, and then later in the afternoon we've got the Brighton and Hove Russian and Yiddish choirs with Paulina Shepherd, and yeah, I mean they're all great. They're all. I just love all the musicians, to be honest. So sorry, I know that's not very analytical, but they're all great music and nice community atmosphere and everything. And Nora at the library and all the people at the library have really helped out organising and everything as well, and supporting it all. So yeah.
What's the deal with this Library of Sanctuary, they call it?
Maybe better asking Nora that,
Sure.
But they're doing a lot of community stuff, and they are doing a lot of stuff with people who've come as refugees to the UK.
Hello, I'm here with Steve. It is Saturday the 9th of October, in case you didn't hear already. We're standing outside the Jubilee Library, about to go in and see what's going on, maybe go to a concert.
Well, we're inside the library now, and we're the first ones here, so we're early.
Hi, welcome to Refugee Radio.
Okay, we're backstage in the green room at Brighton Jubilee Library. I'm here with Bashir Al-Gamar. Bashir, hi.
Hello there, hi.
And what are you going to play today?
I'm going to play my music, my own music, and I'm playing the musical instrument, which is lute, and hopefully they enjoy it.
Yeah. What songs have you chosen?
Well, the first song is going to be a little bit sad because it talks about a refugee who came down here and his story. Others are a bit happier, so yeah, that's it, yeah.
And Bashir, last time I spoke to you, you were fundraising for your village back home. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, it's a little tiny village in the middle of nowhere back home. That's where I grew up till I reached 7 years old, and then there's no schools, no hospital, no water, no electricity. So I grew up till I reached 7, and then I moved to the capital, and then I just carried on with my education. But the village is always in my mind. I need to do something about it. I've already done something, but it's not enough. So I'm raising some fund, people, if people would like to, participate in that. I'm concerned really about the water there. So the big project is digging a well over there. I've tried all the connections, but it seems to me like it has to be done personally, in person. Otherwise, wherever the money goes, it just disappears. So I prefer doing it myself. I'm one of the members of the village. They know me, and hopefully we reach that target. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
coming into Jubilee Library today. This week is Libraries Week, and we're celebrating all the things that we do in libraries. And as some of you may know, it's been very quiet in our libraries, even though we've been open for over a year now. So we've reintroduced some nice group activities, some children's activities, and like Phil said, this is our first music event for adults and children. So we're really happy that you've come to support it. And also, just to remind you that we are a library of sanctuary, and we very much want to support refugees, asylum seekers in their journey and settling into Brighton and Hove. And part of our celebration today is the celebration of libraries and being a library of sanctuary as well. So I hope you enjoy this afternoon. We have 3 amazing performances, so do stay for all 3. Thank you.
Hello there, good afternoon. Is it afternoon? Yeah. My name is Bashir. I came from Sudan, Africa. It's been now 29, 30 years. I came as a refugee. It's a long story, but the government there didn't like what I write, what I compose. They thought it's political, and it was nothing to do with politics. I'm not a politician at all. I just sing for people feelings, love, passion, generosity, all good things and morals. And even that, they didn't like it. So I had to quit and leave the country. I was in prison. I was tortured. I found a chance to leave the country. It didn't matter where to live, but to escape, to run away. So it happened that I came to England, and they did welcome me. They did good. I'm doing good. So thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. So the first song is going to be, I'm sorry, it's in my language, of course, it's not in English, but it tells a story of a refugee, the journey from there till he reached here, and how he suffers.
دايما سخية وتسوى غير حبي لك القاه غير أناسية يا سهر كحل عينيا ويا عمر ما حسوب عليا إلا انت وربي يعلم جيتني متأخر شوية جيتني متأخر شوية بين عيونك بين عيونك بين عيونك والهوى عيني ليه نجم الهوى هزته الذكر الزمان وقلبي بجمر كوى غنى فيك أحلى الكلام والكلام شاهل الهوى الكلام شاهل الهوى الكلام شاهل الهوى الكلام شاهل الهوى يا هوى الكلام شاهل الهوى ولما جيتك Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm gonna go for something light, some love. الحلوة صباح الورد والورد نام على الخد الحلوة صباح الورد والورد نام على الخد والشمس ضاحكة تقول الشمس ضاحكة تقول تقول وتقول 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 للدنيا صباحك وعد للدنيا صباحك وعد حلوة نشوان أوج النسيم صحاك وغشاك الطل نديان أوج النسيم صحاكي وغشاك الطل نديان ضي القمر لو عاد وداك من حن وحنان ضي القمر لو عاد وداك من حن وحنان علمت القلب يريد علمت قلبي يريد يحب كمان ويريد من ايه الغيرة كمان من ايه الغيرة كمان بابارا يا بهجة درمان مصرية في السودان يا بهجة درمان يا صفقة في الخرطوم زغرودة في أسوان يا صفقة في الخرطوم زغرودة في أسوان يا حلوة يا بنت النيل يا حلوة يا بنت النيل غنينا كمان وكمان غنينا كمان وكمان بابارا بارارا صباح الورد والورد نام على الخد الحلوة صباح الورد والورد نام على الخد والشمس الضحكة تقول الشمس الضحكة تقول الشمس الضحكة تقول وتقول للدنيا صباحك وعد للدنيا صباحك وعد الحلوة صباح الورد. Thank you. I'm just trying to give some different beats, so let's go for the samba. السهم الطايش طايش وطايش الطايش وطايش السهم الطايش طايش وطايش لما يصير القلب المالي نصيب أنا مزروع جواك أنا منك وفيك جايك وعدا من رحم الغير من طيبك أنا يا طيب بطيء من طيبك أنا يا طيب بطيء غير حبك ما برضى حبيب غير حبك ما برضى حبيب يا طيبة فيك يوم وحيز جواك أفراح العيد تسعد بسعدك أيامه تسعد بسعدك أيامه يزيد حبك أكتر يزيد لكن السهم الطاير صاب لكن السهم الطاير صاب قلبا هداه التنهيد يا طيبة طبعا طيبة غيابك طال ونحن في لافة وشغلة ونحن الكنا زمان أحباب فجأة الليلة بقينا غراب ورغما عنك وغصبا عني سهمك طيبة الطاي صاب يا طيبة. Thank you, thank you. One more. أسمر يا مغرور حسنك بيك مسحور يا أسمر يا مغرور يا الحسنك بيك مسحور في عيونك شايل النور خليت عقولنا تدور خليت عقولنا تدور الأسمر طل صباح كالزهر عبير الفاح زي بلبص الصداح كم غنى واسع جراح الأسمر طل صباح كالزهر عبير الفاح زي بلبص الصداح كم غنى واسع جراح لو بالغ مرة وباح كان القلب يرتاح لو بالغ مرة وباح كان القلب يرتاح يا أسمر يا مغرور يا الحسن بيك مسحور أسمر يا مغرور يا الحسن بيك مسحور في عيونك شايل النور خليت عقولنا تدور خليت عقولنا تدور غنينا شكينا بكينا شاشينا ولقدوبنا دوبنا الليل يا زينة في عيونك دوبتينا دوبنا الليل يا زينة وفي عيونك دوبتينا لو زدت عنادك لينا ده يبقى الحب ما بينا لو زدت عنادك لينا ده يبقى الحب ما بينا ويا أسمر يا مغرور يا الحسن قلبك مسحور أسمر يا مغرور يا الحسن قلبك مسحور في عيونك شايل النور خليت عقولنا تدور خليت أفكارنا تدور أسمر يا مغرور خليت عقولنا تدور Thank you. Thank you.
That was Bashir Al-Gamar playing music in the Jubilee Library for Festival Music. Coming up next is Kirosh and Reza with some Iranian folk music on the Refugee Radio. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
I was asked to give a little bit of context before playing the music, which I think is very relevant, particularly in this climate with all various issues that are going around the world in terms of health and COVID, etc. But at the same time, geopolitical changes in various countries, especially in Afghanistan, which is at the moment the biggest point of concern for many people in the UK and across the world. We prepared a couple of pieces which we'd like to dedicate to all those people who are not here, who do not have the luxury of being in a safe place, but they have hopes, and that's what keeps them going. So we try to represent them, and we try to send our warmest and best wishes to them and tell them that we all think of them and we very, very welcome them, and we will do our best through our music, through our networks, through our human rights activities, to try as much as we can to facilitate basically the processes which we know how tough it is for those who are going through at the moment. The pieces that I've chosen to play today basically are different 3-4 pieces which comes from the various countries in the Middle East, mainly from Kurdistan, which has a very, very long-standing history of music and folkloric musics. Also, to give a bit of introduction to the instrument, which might be of interest for some of you. This instrument is called tar, T-A-R. If you look at it, you can see that it looks like 2 hearts, shape-wise. And it goes back to many, many years ago, where there was a conflict between the kingdom and the public. And what happened, someone came up with the idea of tar. That's a legend, but historically they say that it's also true. So what happened, a musician, when the public were trying to figure out a way to go and again to reconcile with the king, a musician came up with the idea of this instrument, which means bringing 2 hearts together. The big heart presents the king, and the smaller heart presents the public. And the way they have put them together was the way they made a song. They went to the king and they said, we would like to show our sincere and we would like to reconcile. So I thought I would be interesting for you to know where the instrument comes from.
All right, so we're backstage at the Jubilee Library in the famous Green Room, and I'm here with Kurosh and Reza. They've just come off stage from playing. Guys, great show. How did it go for you?
It was really good. Amazing audience, as always. Brighton audience, I think the most famous in the UK, if not the best, but one of the best, definitely. So I always enjoy it because the performance is all about the connection between the hearts, and at least that's the way how I look at it. I usually get the sense from the audience, and I turn it into a music language. I relate back to the audience, and the response you get through different actions, big round of applause, etc. That gives me whether it was the connection was there or wasn't. Which today I think we got a very good feedback, and I think it went really well.
What inspired you to start making music?
I started when I was 16. Yeah, for the first time, because my cousin was playing tombak as well. That's why he encouraged me to play that instrument as well. And I started when I was only 16. And I always loved Iranian traditional music. And the music we played today was Iranian, absolutely traditional music. And tar is one of the very oldest Iranian traditional instruments, and tombak as well. Go back maybe 2,000 years ago. Yeah, the history of 1,000 years. And yeah. Actually, my sister was a musician as well, family. My cousin, one of my cousins, actually, Humayun Shajarian, maybe you know his name, yeah? He's my cousin, actually. He's a very famous Iranian musician. Yeah, he's my cousin. That's why he always... whenever I used to go to their houses, I could see lots of instruments. And his dad, obviously, was one of the most famous singers of Iran. That's why, yeah, that was my first step of starting music, yeah.
How do you remember all the notes and things? Because it went on for a really long time, the first one. How did you remember it all?
For me, I love history and I love tradition. So lots of folkloric music is based on is made of very, very basic, simple notes. The reason behind that is because the purpose was to, at a time where there was no writing, at a time where music was forbidden, for the musicians was important to make sure that whatever they create, any piece of music, the same as any other artist, all they care about is what happens, how I can keep it survive after me, generations after generations. So that's why with the folkloric music, one thing that is in common in all of them is that they are made up of very, very simple, basic few notes, and everything is playing around that. And that's why they made it like this, in order the public to memorize it easily and everyone to remember it. And that's, I think, a question that we need to go back to history and, lead to another question, which is, how is it possible that this kind of music has kept its own survival throughout history for hundreds and thousands of years? And I think, that's the answer, because you connect music, especially the folkloric music that I'm talking particularly about. It's about history, it's about cultural values, and it's about traditions of every given context. And that's why when you learn it, it becomes an embodiment of your day-to-day performance. And I think you will remember it and you pass it on, and it continues generation after generation. I hope that answered your question.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so it's in the blood.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's in the blood, yes.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you very much.
You're
Okay,
very welcome.
and great show. Well done. And looking forward to the next one.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thanks for listening to Refugee Radio. That was a recording from the Jubilee Library. We have had lots of fun with these interviews, and don't forget to like and subscribe and share to your friends if you enjoyed it.